They're gonna be like, don't Google it.
Don't Google it. It's gonna look like the same thing I just turned in.
Extra, you know everything.
Yeah, this guy's one hell of a guy. He asks for anything, he puts it together. So organized. I remember he used to tell me that. He's so organized. Look at him. He's so tedious.
He helps me with my relationships and everything.
ChatGPT. Hey, why she don't like me?
Right,
remember I told you that? I asked ChatGPT why I can't sleep, and it had a whole conversation with me.
Nah, you ain't the only person. That's why I downloaded it because somebody on my at work, bro. This dude,
I'm telling you, you talk to it, bro.
He said he was having trouble with his relationship, and he asked ChatGPT about it, and he sent it to his girl, and his girl really fell for it.
Oh, like, wow.
He was like, "Yeah, ChatGPT be saving my life," and I was like, "Yo, let me hook up with ChatGPT." But yeah, let's
go.
Let's jump into this last topic. For my Brother's 2 Cents podcast, it's a question right here. We try to get into religion on each episode, and this episode we're gonna try to jump into how religion impacted I guess when we say human nature, when that entails like how does religion impact our characteristics and what our thought processes is over certain things that happen in our life, whether it's some trauma, whether it's some issues going on at home or at work or anywhere. I want to get your feedback on what do you think the impact on religion is.
Oh, it gives you a lifeline. I think it gives you a lifeline. It builds your character to get everyone on the same page of like the fundamentals of right and wrong, and then you branch out to those gray areas where people kind of teeter. But it shapes and it shapes what you see and how you handle things, and it how you see things as well. You always speaking for myself. I always take those moments, things happening, and as you live, you see the mistakes you made and how you made it, and with my relationship with God, and I see or a Bible verse that speaks on it, or a character in the Bible, a person in the Bible that went through it, how they managed it, how it helped them. It kind of shows you, it kind of gives you like a roadmap to peace. If you didn't know that, all the things around you isn't going to hurt you or harm you, because God has created everything around you, and He loves you. So why would He want to hurt you? It kind of puts a different perspective in it. You kind of go from, hey, the world is against me, to no matter what's going on around me, I'm still His child, and nothing's going to hurt or harm me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or not to complain about certain things because of this story in the Bible, or to respect and render God's authority and God's reign and who He is, and things like that. It gives you, it regulates you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think we all have a sense of it, and the ironic part about it is, just because it's multiple religions, they all speak pretty much, from what I know, I can say this, from what I know, the same goal. Peace, community, love everyone, treat everyone the right way, and worship God. That's it, pretty much.
Basically the community part of it.
Yeah.
So when you say that religion basically speaks on peace, what do you mean by that? Like, because I want you to get in deep with that, because we know sometimes these wars are past wars, sometimes even present wars, comes from conflicts within ourselves between these religions. So I want you to jump into.
But that's a notion that people kind of put on, like you talked about the war in Iraq. It was kind of a religion war. It wasn't. We put that stigma there because it actually was more about money and lifestyle. And going from religion to government a lot of our conflicts and a lot of the things that we supported, we actually uprooted people that was actually helping their own country. And we say we're not the world police, but then we interfere with world politics, especially if the world politics ain't come to our front door.
Hold on, I didn't mean to cut you off, but how are we able to basically change people's mindset to make them believe that it was about uh, Christians or Americans versus Muslims?
It's easy. It's easy to convince someone a wrong than to convince somebody of a right. You know what I'm saying? We for some reason are triggered or are programmed to be drawn to drama. That's why love and hip hop draws you in. Like we're drawn to that. So you put a stigma on anything, it entices us. If it's perfect, if it's well, if it's right, we kind of just we want to go where the drama is because it's more amusement over there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then how it kind of shapes us as a community is it gives you like battles. Like we can see the root of all evil is money. You know, and we see how money changed people, and it kind of gives us like, okay, that change that I see that's I don't like or I don't agree with is because of this. You know, their pursuit of money is drawing them to this evil way. I mean, you know, his enticement with multiple women being married is because of this. Or you see a woman that's like that. This is a Jezebel. It's familiar. And when you read the Bible, when you see things happen in real life, it doesn't shock you because you're familiar with it because you read about it and you know how to handle it. You know what it is and you know how to deal with it. You feel me? Did that make sense to you?
Yeah.
It's like you pick up a piece of machine, and if you've never seen it before, you don't know how to handle it. You don't know how it functions. You don't know what it's good for. But you know, you read a story in the Bible, and it becomes familiar with it. When you pick up that machine, you familiar with it. Okay, I've seen this in the Bible. I've seen how to handle this. I've seen what this does. I've seen how it affects everybody. You are more familiar with it. You know how to handle the situation.
Yeah. I mean, that is good. But when it comes to these, I'm still trying to figure out though because we're talking about religion impact versus human nature. Like, can you hear me?
Yeah, I got you.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out like because it can bring out some good in it, right?
Yeah.
Like I could name a few people: Gandhi, Martin Luther King.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, the popes.
Yeah,
the positive popes. That,
yeah.
You know, I get what you're saying.
But
the thing is like so marriage. Let's start with marriage.
Okay.
Biblical, right?
Mm-hmm.
Family, biblical. All right.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Like it gives you a foundation.
A foundation of something to go by.
Something to go by. You know what I'm saying? How to treat your neighbor. Biblical. You know what I'm saying? It shows you how if everyone did this thing this way, how peaceful life would be. But we kind of get greedy, get enticed, get lost, get distracted, you know, or you're just misinformed and do certain things that kind of goes against that, which doesn't make us bad people. It's just our nature. We get drawn away. And it happened in the Garden of Eden. You know? Just think about this concept for a second with the Garden of Eden. You have everything you want, except for the one thing you can't. And you are so enticed by that one thing that you forget about all this other stuff you got. Distraction. And most of the distractions are real petty. It's not even like a big thing. Like, you know, we talked about this a lot. A lot of people get killed over stupid stuff.
Right.
A lot of relationships break up over stupid stuff. The Pat Pooch Ruby thing. Minor. Not the cheating. Cheating is not the minor. But, you know, just minor things that can be communicated. But we get distracted easy. And, you know, that's just it's just how we wired. I just don't understand it though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, like I want you to go in deep because you was making a point, then you got off of it a little bit about no, for real though.
Go ahead.
You about to go deep. I thought you was about to say some shit, some deep ass shit.
Boy,
well, when you was talking about the Garden of Eve, it like you got everything that you want, but this one thing that you can't have.
Yeah.
What was the religious impact in that statement?
Just everything. You like. Okay.
What did religion have to do? Like what? I guess what was religion there to do to detour you from making that mistake? If I'm making sense.
You have everything you need. Like if the Bible is telling you, you have one wife, you have your kids, you have your livestock, you have, you do your working, you pay your governors, you do everything you're supposed to do. But you're enticed by and everything works. Every need is met.
But it's always something else.
It's always something that you want that's more. That you're not supposed to have.
And that's the human nature part.
That's that's just what it is. Like we just want what we ain't supposed to have sometimes.
Right.
And then that and the crazy thing about it
break it down.
The good thing about God is that He knows that that's what you're gonna want. He knows that you're gonna pursue it. He knows you're gonna engage in it. But He's gonna also show you why you shouldn't have it. Obviously you're gonna get your hand slapped sometimes, but you never get consumed by it. That's why you see a lot of people get free from it. Drugs, lust, gluttony, gambling, whatever, alcoholism, drugs, whatever. They know they're not supposed to have it. But then, and this is the wild part about it, I tell everyone this, whatever you go through probably ain't even for you. You're going to go through it. You're going to go through it. You're going to get past it. You're going to grow from it. And then you're going to meet somebody who's going to need to know how to get past it. And you're going to be like, I just went through that. Like, you go through that a lot. Like, man, I was just going through that just the other day.
Yeah, but you know what kills me about that?
What's that?
Like if we trail people sometimes our trials and tribulations, even though we look younger, we are young, we went through certain things, and we can relate to a lot of different people from a different spectrums of life. That when we bring it up, sometimes they think we lie.
A lot of people do, but this is the thing, and my pastor talked about it last Sunday, and it was like spot on. Everybody ain't supposed to know your tribulations.
That's deep, right
you know
there.
But then, and this is his. And I'm thinking about like, damn, that's crazy because if we glorify sin. Let's just be plain. We glorify sin. If I'm telling you, I'm a murderer, right? Nah, let's do something else. I steal.
Yeah.
Or I gamble. Right? You're gonna treat me based off of what I recovered from. Like, oh, he gambles a lot. You can't trust him to do this job. You can't trust him because he gambles a lot. Right. They still hold that stigma, but they forgot that you got over it. You went through it. You're past it. You're beyond it. Because you had that stain on your record, they're gonna treat you for that. But then you have the other people in the crowd who are still engaging in that. Now, I know how to get cool with you. Hey man, let's go shoot dice over here, man. Let's bet on this. They entice you with that thing that you got past. And you kind of give them a weapon to use in combat against you. Because you done told too many people what you done been through.
That's a great way of looking at it, bro. That's great. That's definitely facts.
My pastor said that, so I can't take credit. When he said that, I was like,
what I'm saying, that's facts. But
that's crazy though, because we were always taught to tell everybody your testimony.
Yeah, and everybody ain't meant, because it's sometimes like certain things, and you used to tell me this, like certain things ain't meant to be said to certain people. Especially at work, and it's like I remember I was talking about my trials and tribulations, just like I'm past that now. This is where I am now, like years ago. And sometimes like how we talk, we be talking, we as men, we just talk aggressive. But we like to have fun. We like to Jones on each other. We talk aggressive. We don't mean it because we're not fearful of another man. You know what I'm saying? So it's like we just talk aggressive. And sometimes it was this one dude, he kept saying that he thought I was angry. Like, oh man, you so angry. And I'm like, what are you talking about? Like, oh man, you just, the way you talking, man. It's like, nah, man, I'm just the way I talk. Like, if I'm around a bunch of guys, I'm going to talk aggressive.
Men is men, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm going to talk aggressive, but I wouldn't talk to, if I'm in a professional setting, I'm not going to talk to everybody like this because it ain't meant to be there. But you taking it as that. And I kind of challenged him. But I was like, I'm basically letting you know, like, basically where I'm coming from. Like, I'm not being serious. I'm just talking shit. But I can see that he switched it up like, oh, I know you was talking shit, but I was just messing with you to see what you was going to do. But it was like, oh,
nah, but that's different, though. That's insecurity, though, man. That's an insecurity of the man that he felt threatened by you. And a lot of people that are, like, frail, like, and I had to learn this, and this is when I had to take the chip off my shoulder. It was like, and you been around me my whole life. when people came at me, I came at them. It's like, oh, you want to go there? Let's go there. But that was just the frailness in me. Like when you, and this is when and how I caught on to it was, I saw boxers. They would get confronted by people, but they wouldn't. Besides, remember you told me that story about Adrian Bruner at the gym. But they don't engage because it's like, I know me. I know what I'm capable of. You're stupid because you don't know who I am. And you going to keep crossing this line. It's not going to go the way you want. I'm strong enough to walk away. I don't have to be weak enough to engage and waste energy and show you I got hands based off of me stepping on your shoes or you stepping on my shoes or something like that. Something petty like that. So when you take your insecurity away from it, the threats of the world doesn't bother you. So that's what I'm saying when the guy was like, he was threatened because of your bravado.
Yeah.
He just insecure, man. He frail.
Yeah, and that's what it be sometimes.
But I mean, look at me. I'm tattooed black guy, but I mean, and I go in rooms. And it's funny though, because they get intrigued by it because they like, damn, he look like that, but he don't talk like that.
Right.
And it take them a while to catch it, like, and then they kind of forget you black.
And that's the good part.
That's the funny part right there.
That's the good part, though. I'm not going to lie to you because sometimes they open up and they'll let you know who they really are.
Yeah, it's like, and we smart, so we listen like, oh, okay, that's what you said.
That's what
okay.
you really think?
Oh, cool.
Okay, that's what you've been wanting to say. Okay, I got you.
Right. You know?
I was telling somebody that the other day, because I got a couple people at work, man. It's only one guy. He's funny as shit, man, but the only reason because he don't mind saying the shit. Like, he don't mind giving us that other side of the spectrum type of personality and let us know, like, yeah, this is what we really be thinking. It's like, oh, for real? Like, we be thinking this. I'm like,
he thinks it's okay. He's like, it's a safe place.
Yeah, but he like, but I like that openness. Like, it ain't like I'm a bash you, like, oh, you, no, but it's like, oh, okay, maybe I should, okay, so if I change my tone.
You know how to adjust.
Yeah, like, oh, if I don't speak to you about this, if I don't say this word in front of you about this, it's certain things. But that's like yo, he be having me fucking dying.
Let's go back on it though. How does religion? How do you exercise religion? Or like, how does it affect you during your day to day?
During my day to day.
Yeah, like how does the religion affect your human nature?
My human nature as a person, I think it. From day to day, I think it's an everyday thing, especially like with things I've been having going on mentally. Sometimes I'll have to. Only reason I don't really quit anything in life, especially what I've been going through, I just know that it's something bigger than myself and everything around me, and it just gives me the strength. Like, cause I be having some real bad days.
You know what I'm saying? It gives you ammunition to fight. It gives you strength.
It gives me strength and
goals.
It gives me like I'll set goals for myself because it be some days I don't really care about nothing, and it's been a lot of more days than I thought.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where I don't care about nothing, but then it's always something in my head that's telling me like it's gotta be something more different than this. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it just. I push myself to hold myself to a certain standard because of my religion or what I believe in God Himself, or And it's like I can't let God down. If that makes sense.
That's cool. That's cool right there. I remember you used to tell me like, man, because I remember it was something I had said to you, man.
You talking about when we was kids?
Nah, like this is like a couple months ago.
Oh.
It was like, man, that ain't fake. That's fake, man. You know the God we serve. I'm like, damn, I forgot. Yeah, you're right. I'm like, I kind of caught in like a superstition or something like that. And you're like, man, that ain't real. God ain't gonna play like that. It's not. But that's just,
Yeah, I'm doing that to my cousin. Like we go to church and we grew up in the church and they'll believe in like, oh, you sweat my foot.
Yeah, you got spit on the
bro. Like, bro,
I used to do
Jesus
that.
Christ, man.
I used to do that. I stopped no more, man.
Stupid shit.
I stopped that.
You don't believe in that? We believe in witches? Like, come on, man. Like, look.
And stuff is like,
bro, we believe in Jesus Christ. We believe in God. We believe in Jesus
God
Christ.
is up there like, wait.
Sweat the foot. Sweat the foot. It's
always. You have to spit on it, sir. Come on. Now I gotta condemn you. Like, no.
Yeah, but we would never like that. Like, it ain't until like we start we go in other places and other people's their religions. And I think that's a big thing that other people got to really be accountable for. Like, they got to be firm with what they believe in.
Yeah.
We don't all, like, even if we all believe in the same freaking religion, we all don't believe in the same thing in that religion. You know, if that makes
that's
sense.
the thing that kind of, really, like, it confuses certain people. And that's why
it shouldn't confuse us.
But though. I can't explain why people got, Kojic, Pentecostal, Baptist, and all these other, like, church dominations. That's why, for me, I just eliminated all of them and just go straight with, I know I'm Kojic, but it don't mean anything. It's just Church of God in Christ, because I went to one in Florida, I came one here, and I enjoy how the setup is. But it means nothing. I have a relationship with God. That's when people say you're a Christian. I have a relationship with God. I know Jesus is his son, or he died across my sins. He rose. Like, I know that's what I believe. Whether you want to put whatever title you want it, that's for other people. That's my relationship is not that.
That's the impact of. That's the big thing about what religion and impacting on human nature. Those human natures cause us to human nature causes us to divide each other, even amongst each other, doing the same thing. Like, we all walking the same path, but we still manage to split ourselves up from one another.
Yeah. And then so Monday, like, I think I told you about it, like, some lady that was like the day-to-day stuff, like, you just treat people like a person, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody having a bad day going off, being sharp with you. Like, usually I'm the person that, like, oh, you want to snap? Oh, I'll snap back now. But now it's just like, you just probably having a bad day. You know what I'm saying? Like, who was it? It was some guy. He was just going off, and I was right, but he was going off, and I was like, you know what? You seem like you're having a rough day, so I'm gonna go ahead and try to make some other phone calls, figure some things out, man. I hope your day get better. And I just killed him with that. And now but the thing about it, I meant it. You know what I'm saying? I really saw that he was really, like, going through something. He was snapping at me. He wasn't cussing, but he was fussing. And instead of, like, fighting fire with fire, I actually loved him, and it just extinguished it. And it's what the Bible teaches you, like, when Jesus was getting beat, loved them. Forgive them not for what they do. He asking God to forgive the people that hurt him, that tortured him, that's going to kill him. Like, that's a different type of. And then he's on the cross for what they're doing to him. Like, he's dying for their sins. Same people who's putting him up there.
Yeah.
And I'm loving you still. And that what teaches, like, you don't let people run over you and things of that nature, though. But you still, like, that's why I think I told you this. I tell everybody I always run across, man, keep your heart pure, man. Keep your heart clean, man. Don't get too involved in revenge and gripes and I want bad to happen to you. Love them. As soon as you keep your heart clean, whatever's for them, God take care of that. You know what I'm saying? And one thing I thought about last night, we weren't even talking about this, was like, when me personally, I like try to help people and save people. And I don't know what it was. I rarely say this statement because I'm not like a preacher person where I say, like, God talked to me. But God talked to me. It was like, stay out of other people's testimonies. You feel me? What they going through is for God and them to figure out and push them through. Like, don't go in there and save people that you ain't supposed to be saving. They're going through what they're supposed to go through. I got them.
Yeah. Everybody's
supposed to be saved by you.
Yeah, by you.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
general.
Because me, if I see somebody with no shoes on, I got shoes, you can have my shoes. It's like, nah, I got them walking barefooted for a reason.
Yeah, I got you. Like,
and it's like,
that goes back to even what your pastor was saying. Like, you got to stay in your lane. That's basically what it boils down to. You got to stay in your lane. Like, don't try to jump outside your lane. Trying to, like, even though you might feel for somebody or you might want to do, because it be times, like, one of my biggest things about myself, and I know that's why I'll be like, yo, I don't think I'm going to get no $100 million, because it's like, I'll waste it by giving it to everybody that I love.
Bruh, I'll be thinking the same thing. Like, I sometimes I'll be in the shower, like, if I had 40 million, I'll get 10 million to this person, 20.
Yeah, like
I'm broke.
Like, I don't think he'll give it to me, because I think I'll waste it by making other people who.
But
rich,
that's just good for your heart, though. Because I've also seen people who don't have nothing that I knew personally that if they did have something, it'd be a waste.
Yeah.
But because your heart is, you will never go without. Like, you won't make you a millionaire, but you won't go without because it's like I know where your heart is.
Yeah,
because
I would definitely be giving it to them.
You take care of everybody, right?
Man, everybody be straight, like they spend it all, be like, yo, what happened to your money? Like, man, bro.
But that's what the NBA players be doing. That's why their crews be decked out, and they just try to.
That's deep right there. You right. That's exactly what happened to everybody who famous. They start taking care of people. They MC Hammer, all them was doing like he had
entourage is huge, right?
That's why he got real religious because he started to understand like, yo, I done took my blessing and I done gave it to somebody else that didn't even deserve it.
Yep. But the thing about that blessing is like it's just like a pair of white Air Force Ones, and you let everybody in your crew wear it. And it's like by the time you get it, them ain't white Air Force Ones no more.
Right.
Them little bummy ones, them white chicks be wearing. I probably shouldn't say that.
Yeah. Oh, we. They said the bummy ones. What? Well. But nah.
Take care of your white Air Force Ones, man. They're yours.
On that note, we're gonna leave it off, and we're gonna go into the.
You gonna close out?
Yeah, we just gonna do our close out.
You gotta get you a creative name for this, man.
What we say to close out?
I don't know, man. I can't remember. I told him I was gonna have something, but I don't. I don't have a name.
I think my brother's keeper should be that.
My brother's keeper is I check up on you.
Nah, that shouldn't be my brother's keeper.
All right, so what's the checkup gonna be? Mental health check.
Yeah, the mental health, mental wealth check. I done stuttered. Stuttered.
Let's see. What can we leave them with, man?
You already left us with the. I mean, if you want to leave us with the, because we just left on that.
On a religious note, man.
Yeah, because that was deep though. Especially what you said about your pastor. If you want to give us that note,
because I don't have anything right now. Like, and then to be transparent is just like, I would never bring this up, but I'm one of them ones that smile, but like I don't look like what I'm going through or what I've been through. Like when people see me, they will always be like, "Oh, you have it all together. You clean cut. You got it all figured out." They stupid. Because it's like, the only people who have figured out who's actually been through it.
Right.
So the things that you're talking about and I've been through and I look like this, it's kind of like, and I'm not faking, but at the same time, it's just like, they don't, and that's what makes the world just kind of crazy had my eyes, is I look at people like that.
Sometimes they frown heavy though, when when you look at a king, you don't see his pain.
Bruh.
And sometimes if you in that position to be a king,
you're responsible for everything.
You're responsible for everything, and nobody don't see that you have got all this responsibility. No. They just see it, you take care of it like when you're supposed to.
Yeah.
And that goes with being I know how you feel that way. LeBron James feel that way. Michael Jordan feel that way.
Gosh, see, there you go, man. You just had to ruin it, right? You just had to ruin it, man.
Nah, but go ahead.
Nah, but you're right though. That crown is heavy, but you just don't know that you're just responsible for so much, and you wear it. Yeah. Like that's the thing about it. You wear it, and people that around you don't even take time to be like, "Yeah, this dude always make me laugh, man. Oh, this dude always take care of me, man. This dude always make sure I'm straight, man. Like, what he got going on, man?
Yeah.
Like, they don't, and this is the difference between a gesture and a gift. You know what I'm saying? Intimate, hey man, this is a sandwich for you, man. You got money, you got food, but I got your sandwich. That's an intimate gift for a guy like me.
Right.
Buying me a laptop, I'm gonna look at you like, what I need a laptop? No grand gesture. I don't need that. Or hey, how you doing? I don't need that. Like, you could always tell the intimate and the care or the box check.
Right.
And the box check is what pisses me off. And when people box check, I don't say nothing to them. I just be like, hey, you just checking the box, but like I really genuinely be caring. Like, yo, how are you doing? Where your mental at? Where your head at today? Like talk to me, because like and you can always tell like by their response, like, okay, I need to step away so we can have this conversation because you need my, like we did it before we was in Raleigh. Like I had to walk away, like, yo, talk to me, what's going on? And we had a conversation. know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh
but,
yeah.
But other people, they just, I don't know. I could be wrong. I'm broken. I have trauma, and I don't, and you know that I don't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust nobody. So when people check, I sometimes I can tell, and I could be wrong to say, hey, they just being nosy, or some people check to see if you're still failing.
Yeah, I mean, you definitely one of those type people that will try to check people's mental health to make sure everything is right. Because sometimes you come very strong. You come very strong with your opinions, and you know what I'm saying. But that's also a learning experience. Sometimes I think that you get when you do talk to some people that sometimes that certain people ain't built for that type of.
That's a thing that I hear a lot. It's like I don't want to hear that, or I ain't ready to hear that.
Yeah, but I be in the same way, and then that's why
I just need a shoulder or ear or something like that.
Sometimes I think that's what make me and you call each other, because sometimes we might go too hard on somebody. And we gotta call
you like, hey man,
was I wrong, bro?
All right.
This dude's acting soft, man. Man, you can't be talking to everybody. Like
you can't. Right, because like we different men, man. Like I've never met a man that can move like we do. That's African American. Like I can see an African American dude and be like, yeah, he won't last in this situation. He won't make it in this environment. He couldn't. And then we compare it to what we went through. Like, yeah, you wouldn't.
But that's that competitive nature, and also in this that sparks.
But it's not. It's more like
we not gonna fail, because like if somebody saying like, yeah, I know he gonna fail, then it's like, oh, I'm taking that challenge. Like,
but you can see it. We see it because we can see your character. Like if we can see you a goof and you talk too much and you just oblivious, they're gonna eat you up in the hood. They're gonna eat you up in the hood. But you can see us and you like, yeah, they survive.
Yeah,
they make it.
We know. I think more or less we know what to say, like, and what not to say.
But how do we know that? Failure.
Yeah, definitely failure.
We seen people get caught up in stuff like that, and we've either got caught up in stuff like that taught us we can't move that way.
And everybody gotta understand though, everybody in the hood they not gonna like you, bro. Like you could be the best person, or you could be
in your own hood.
Yeah, you could be the hoodest person that like it's always gonna be somebody that don't like you. And if once you understand that fact, then you will understand that like you ain't gotta prove shit to everybody.
And I remember telling people that like, man, I'm me, take me as I am, I don't care. But that's the security thing. When you like, I know me. I still have insecurities in certain areas.
Right.
But I also know where I am in other areas where it's like we're
not gonna go to no environment where we uncomfortable with and we gonna show our ass like, yeah, man, I'll slap the shit out of you. Like, no, we're not gonna go in there and say that. But we're not gonna go in there and bend over for nobody.
Nah, because and we're gonna stand on business. Like, we're gonna handle our business.
Like to the point where you gonna have to respect me. Like, I challenge people like that all the time. Like, I joke around, I play around a lot. And I know sometimes people want to challenge me, but when they know for a fact how I come,
I remember we used to that look, boy. That's a boy. That look. That's that. Are you playing too much?
Yeah.
It's like, all right, like, you know what? Let me go find something safe to do.
Nah, because people know, like, sometimes when you're doing too much, like, they know when you stand on business. Like, sometimes we be at work. I ask certain questions. People know, like, all right, he kind of getting frustrated.
Yeah.
It's like, yo, so what we doing, man? Like, what we doing? But it's all about your mentality and how you take these situations. And it's not even just from the hood. I don't want y'all to think you like hood, but I'm talking about to the corporate offices. It's been times where I was working and having all these damn meetings, because like he said, he networked and got me somewhere I wasn't even supposed to be. And I'm in these rooms, I'm talking to people. I had to change my whole perception of life.
I remember we had that call.
And he was like, don't say, it was certain words I had to change.
Can't say
I had to learn certain things.
Like, man, but how do you filler words?
Yeah, but it was like you said, in certain rooms you in, you gotta learn how to speak. It ain't even about speaking proper. It's about being intelligent in what you're saying.
Because you look like you ain't supposed to be here, so it's like you can't give them any other reason.
And it was sometimes I'll be in them sub meets kissing up to God, like, I swear to God. They was looking like, this dude crazy. But it was like, dead serious. I'm trying to win. I want to win. And I think that's the mindset that I come to in everything I do.
And we humble. Like we're never gonna be boastful. We're never gonna say we better than anybody. Like I've always said, like I ain't.
Nah, because that goes back into the impact of
religion. Like we're unique, but it's just you treat people, man. You just treat people like, and I'm still that dude though. If you take it there, it's gonna come. And I'm not flawless. Like I'm there's gonna be days you gonna catch me slipping.
Man, I'm tired of being that dude right now. Nah, cause we was talking about this one time. This one dude, the same dude I was telling you about, he was his ass like, cause he said he carry weapons everywhere he go, and I'm like, certain people don't carry weapons like that where they go. Like, certain people of different race, they don't carry weapons like that everywhere they go. And he was like, man, I bet you they do. And I asked him, like, look, ask him, where do he carry a weapon? Oh, no, I don't carry no weapon. For what? I'm like, see, I want to live like that. You see what he just said? He ain't thinking about somebody killing him going to the stove. He ain't thinking about somebody killing him going to pick up
environment. Like, I don't want to be in an environment where I have to carry.
That's what I'm like. I don't want to, like, what makes him live like that and I can't?
That's an added stress and worry in your life. Like,
and I think that's the main reason why we left. Like you left first, and then you was pushing me to get out of there.
I told you get the hell out.
To get out of that environment.
But the thing about it though, I always think about that. Like I remember the exact moment is when I graduated, and the school year started out for next year. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm an adult now. Like I graduated high school, and the school year started. And everybody was going to school, and I'm like, I had a job, but it's like, man, I ain't had nothing to do no more. Like, I'm used to going to school, now I ain't got nothing to school. And then I got in trouble, and I was like, yep. This dude followed me from Cedar, and he was just making up stuff. Like, I smell weed in the car. I was like, bro, I don't even smoke. What are you talking? And I'm like, he just went for me, and I got arrested. I'm like, yep, this is a sign. Hell up out of here. Because, y'all just making up stuff?
Yeah, it'd be things like that where,
I remember I called like, help me! They taking me to like, yeah, nah.
Nah, it's just more or less that we gotta stick to our own, be ourselves, stay solid, stay believing in God. I mean, there's some people that don't believe, but even still, they believe in something. You
know what's crazy is that I haven't met someone who doesn't believe, but I can also show you areas in their life where they actually obey God.
No, we all do. I mean,
but it's like, so how do you function and say you don't believe something but actually do it? But it's like your mind and your heart are two different places. Like you don't even know it.
Theories,
like you don't even know that you're actually following God's word. Like you don't know in this area. Not all areas, but nobody in all areas is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But sir, everything ain't meant to be, that ain't your lane. Yeah. That's somebody else's lane.
Love everybody, man. That's what I say. That's my thing, man. Love everybody, man. Like I love everybody. It's not a soul on this planet that I can say I hate. And I've been dirty. I done did dirt and I done got done.
Oh man, my dad would kill
somebody.
I
remember.
Don't say no hate.
Don't say hate. I don't say
hate.
I don't not like anyone. Like I love everybody. I think everybody should just love everybody. And if you love everybody, love doesn't have to be intimate. It's more of a respect thing.
That's the same thing Diddy said.
All right. Okay.